I want to play you the first of these South Park clips and get you to react.
It's a really good platform to promote my brand.
What is your brand?
You're in America now, and we don't give a about you. You're not our prince. You'll never be king. We hate your wife. Stay at home.
Exposes some of the Sussex's laughable hypocrisy. Watch.
The postcard today from your Uncle Harry and Aunt Meghan in LA.
Let me see that. What the hell are they doing in LA anyway?
Imagine waking up in a $29 million Montecito mansion, sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows, only to discover your name trending worldwide again next to looping GIFs of a parody pregnancy dance and the ominous phrase, legal nuke. That's Meghan Markle's morning. One leaked memo claims she's poised to carpet bomb South Park with a lawsuit for prenatal harassment. Another insists Trey Parker and Matt Stone are already popping sparkling water in the writers' room, fine-tuning punchlines on the fly. It's a collision of royal protocol and animated anarchy pearls versus cardboard. Cutouts hurtling toward a single airtime. If Meghan files, U.S. discovery rules could crack open every guarded text, email, and whispered aside she owns, turning private dramas into public spectacle. Blink, and the episode airs untouched, forever sealing her brand into the joke she tried to bury. Meanwhile, Hollywood's power brokers are wagering fortunes on which button she presses. Sponsors quietly flee or double down. Netflix execs brace for collateral smoke. And memcoin gamblers spin up a token named Twerk before the first court stamp even hits the paper. So buckle up. In the next few minutes, you'll see how a duchess, a cartoon, the court of public opinion may rewrite each other's destinies, and why both sides already think they've won. Before we dive any deeper, do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. These deep dive investigations take days of research, late night fact checking, and more caffeine than I'd like to admit. Your subscription is what lets us keep unearthing the stories others gloss over. Thanks for the support. Now let's get back to the royal versus cartoon cage match. Back in early 2023, South Park's worldwide privacy tour skewered Harry and Meghan's globe-trotting plea to be left alone. Viewers devoured the irony faster than the couple could issue a press release. The chant, "We want privacy, we want privacy," ricocheted across Twitter, mutated into TikTok remixes, and eventually became shorthand for celebrity hypocrisy. Headlines cooled, but the internet never let it rest. Every time Meghan unveiled a new venture and interview, a podcast, a Jam Jartha chant resurfaced. That evergreen mockery is South Park's secret weapon. By the time rumors surfaced about an even sharper parody, the show's writers didn't need marketing dollars. The meme machine was already in overdrive, primed to turn any new jab into global spectacle. Meghan's team knew it and panicked, but that was just the appetizer and a main course. A script leak that made Buckingham Palace look tame in comparison. In June 2025, an anonymous Reddit dump revealed storyboards for a new South Park episode, tentatively titled Respect Our Pregnancy. The concept, a cartoon Meghan twerking through prenatal yoga ads while chanting for privacy in front of paparazzi. Drones. One slide showed Harry hawking $250 K-sponsored posts in between diaper changes. Another featured a parody charity called Jam for Justice. Royal watchers lost their minds. Every gossip blog hunted for confirmation. Every sponsor demanded reassurance. Would they really joke about a pregnant duchess? Sources close to Parker and Stone hinted yes, then winked. For Meghan, it spelled brand Armageddon. Motherhood was her last unscathed territory. If South Park torched that, what was left? The crisis emails flew so fast, Montecito Wi-Fi sputtered. Yet the harsher the rumor, the harder it became to somewhere in Hollywood, a printer was spitting out a draft lawsuit thick enough to doorstop a palace gate. Midnight in Montecito. Fluorescent lights hum over a mahogany table, stacked with coffee cups and color-coded binders. Meghan's crisis counsel calls their strategy the Velvet Hammer. Look gracious, hit hard. The draft complaint alleges defamation, emotional trauma, even a brand new term, prenatal harassment. That sounds more like South Park's own joke than genuine legal code. U.S. defamation lawyers warn her odds hovered just above zero. Satire is protected speech. Hustler v. Falwell is framed on Paramount's legal wall for a reason. Worse, filing cracks open discovery. If she sues, Hollywood's sharpest litigators can subpoena everything: WhatsApps, call logs, even private footage promised to Netflix exclusives. Her aides run cost projections: $1.8 million to survive an anti-slap motion, $4 million if discovery drags past depositions. One junior staffer whispers, "That's more than the Jam revenue." No one laughs. But while Montecito weighs risk in whispered tones, South Park Studio is popping soda cans and brainstorming sequel jokes. Friday morning, a sound mix session turns into a comedy roast. An assistant producer reads Meghan's rumored claims aloud. Trey Parker snorts and quips, "We just sold out our first ad slot." Paramount's legal squad grins. They've survived Scientology, Tom Cruise, and countless offended politicians. A Duchess is just Tuesday. Word spreads that the script now includes a scrolling notice of hurt feelings, signed in royal cursive by the Duchess of Dismay. A rubber chicken gag smacks a parody lawyer mid-lecture on defamation. Parker jokes that if they get served, they'll frame the summons in the writer's room. To them, every cease and desist is free publicity. They've even nicknamed Meghan Muse of the decade. For South Park, the only nightmare would be silence, and Meghan's legal murmurs guarantee the opposite, and the ripple effect of those murmurs is about to hit every corner of Hollywood finance. Netflix is already sweating correlation drag. With season 2 of Harry and Meghan stuck in development limbo, the streamer's marketing chiefs dread seeing their pastel-toned teaser thumbnails placed beneath South Park reaction videos titled "Notice of Hurt Feelings." One insider admits the entire promo budget is now condition read, meaning no billboards, no talk show tins, and absolutely no YouTube pre-rolls until the legal dust settles. A top 5 consumer tech giant quietly pulls out of a multi-million sponsorship, citing brand safety turbulence, then pays extra to scrub its logo from a digital billboard already queued for Times Square. 48 hours later, an audacious energy drink startup dives headfirst into the vacated slot, plastering its neon lightning bolt cans across the episode's ad breaks and tweeting "We fuel free speech." Advertising agencies call it crisis surfing, a strategy that can skyrocket sales or explode reputations in a single news cycle. Meanwhile, cable news panels weaponize the drama for ratings. A Texas senator rails that suing a cartoon is the first domino in silencing satire, while a UK MP counters that Meghan's threats reveal a royal tantrum in 3 acts. Late-night hosts latch on, joking that Britain hasn't seen this much legal hand-wringing since the Crown hinted Philip had a fling. Hashtags #make suits and #respect parody trend 10-1 over #make peace. Algorithms spinning like slot machines each time someone tweets a fresh meme. Even influencers cash in. One beauty vlogger lands 250,000 views, narrating her skincare routine while dissecting the latest cease and desist rumor. For South Park, the ruckus is pure oxygen. For Montecito's legal team, every tweet feels like another log tossed on a wildfire they haven't even decided to fight. The CFO deck, nicknamed the Seesaw Slide, now runs 28 pages, its columns growing uglier by the hour. Legal spend, sponsor pullback, investor confidence, product sales, and a grim new line called reputational drag. Every scenario still hinges on that single choice file or fold, but the price tags have ballooned. If Meghan files and loses, brand equity models project a 38% crash. If she merely threatens, then retreats. Analysts still peg a 17% slide because Duchess blinks will headline global news feeds. Liability insurers, spooked by the very phrase prenatal harassment, demand a 40% premium hike just to stay on the policy. And even that comes with a South Park exclusion rider. Unsold pallets of strawberry jam now fill an overflow warehouse outside Oxnard. Employees call it Buckingham Preserve and joke that the jars might outnumber actual Buckingham Palace windows. Pollsters deliver a scarier metric. 42% of casual US viewers already believe a lawsuit has been filed, meaning sentiment is tanking before a single filing fee clears a credit card. In the marketing bullpen, one team sketches a fallback promo called Grace Under Fire, 40% off lifestyle merch if no suit lands by launch night. Sticker colors tote up the risk. Green means run the sale. Yellow means post with caution. Red means lawyer up and hide the discount code. Cross the table. Meghan's finance chief flips to a slide labeled Rose Revenues on Ice. A stalled Napa Vineyard partnership will stay frozen until the legal fog lifts, and a London department store refuses to stock her lifestyle brand without an indemnity clause. Even the jam's ingredient supplier quietly asks for prepayment in full. The clock isn't just ticking toward airtime, it's ticking toward a possible liquidity crunch. And every beep of that timer rattles a little louder. In Montecito's 90 minutes before broadcast, the crisis hub looks more like a NASA launch bay than a living room. Whiteboards glow under harsh LEDs, plastered with neon post-its that spell out 3 wildly different escape routes. File and fight sits, and fierce red show strength, make headlines, and pray discovery doesn't gouge too deep. Bluff and stall is scribbled in yellow keep, leaking drafts, rattle sponsors, hope Paramount's nerves, fray first. Pivot and laugh glows in calm. Green post a breezy tea-sipping video titled Laughter Heals. Hug the punchline before it hugs back. Then shift the spotlight to the Invictus Games. Harry champions the third path, laying out a quick pivot strategy that leans on veteran recovery stories and free speech platitudes. Meghan studies the board. eyes darting from Harry's calm green box to the blood-red column, where a handwritten note reads discovery equals emails. An aide quietly resets the giant LED timer. The numbers blaze 1 hour 29 minutes and 0 seconds, then roll down again. Across town, Trey Parker is already exporting the final render, a smug grin crossing his face each time the progress bar edges forward. Back in Montecito, the temperature drops a psychological 10 degrees. The unsigned complaint lies on the table like a live grenade. Senior counsel murmurs that filing now practically guarantees an anti-slap motion within 48 hours. Junior PR staffers counter that blinking now cements the paper tiger Duchess meme for eternity. Harry suggests a middle ground: reels post 30 seconds. Soft music, no mention of lawsuits at all, hoping to reset the narrative. Meghan rolls her eyes and fires back. How many Invictus posts have ever gone viral? The timer slips past, 1 hour 17 minutes and 45 seconds. A power strip light flickers. No decision. Not yet. And somewhere in Hollywood, a pair of animators cue up celebratory GIFs, labeled serve received. When the episode finally drops, cyberspace doesn't just react, it Knos's Twitter morphs into a digital coliseum, as hashtag notice of hurt feelings climbs to the platform's top trend within 11 minutes. TikTok stitches multiply like gremlins, re-editing Meghan's cartoon twerk into dance challenge fodder scored by royalty-free harpsichord beats. Over on YouTube, reaction channels race to post breakdowns. The fastest rack up 200,000 views before midnight on the East Coast. Within an hour, a meme coin called twerk pegged to parody headlines shoots up 400%. Then tanks when rumors swirl that Meghan's legal team has issued a blockchain cease and desist. Paramount stock barely flinches upward, but its social engagement graph spikes harder than any quarterly earnings call. Merch sites can't print notice of hurt feelings hoodies fast enough. The first run sells out overnight, forcing a rush reorder from a Los Angeles screen printer, who jokes that satire is the new stimulus package. Meanwhile, Montecito's printers fall eerily silent. No lawsuit packet leaves the estate gates, at least not tonight. A single South Park staffer tweets a solitary popcorn emoji, racking up 50,000 likes in half an hour. Cable news anchors declare satire 1, royal PR 0, but crisis comes, insiders warn, the scoreboard is only penciled in. Meghan still clutches the pen, Discovery's door still hangs ajar, and the First Amendment spotlight now burns 10 times brighter. Netflix executives issue a boilerplate statement on respecting artistic commentary, while quietly postponing a marketing summit for Harry and Meghan Season 2. An edgy and drink. STARTUP new sponsor for the parody reports a surge in web traffic, converting controversy straight into caffeine sales. A Texas senator tweets a victory lap about free speech, while a UK MP calls the entire ordeal the royal tantrum that launched 1,000 memes. Even late-night monologues pivot mid-show, swapping out pre-written punchlines to riff on the fresh carnage. By sunrise, hashtag Duchess of Dismay has trended on 5 continents, and data analysts confirm a historic spike. More people Googled anti-slap motion overnight than during any previous 24-hour period. South Park's writers' room basks in the chaos. They christen Meghan Muse of the Decade and pin a printed cease and desist template to the corkboard, leaving the name blank just in case tomorrow brings a courier. In Montecito, an exhausted assistant finally powers down the LED countdown clock. One decision remains unsigned, one brand hangs in limbo, and one cartoon stands taller than ever on a mountain of punchlines. Because in the age of viral trials and meme jurisprudence, even a duchess can't outrun a 12-foot cardboard cutout with a rubber chicken. Here's the brutal irony. The louder Meghan turns up the legal volume, the louder the laugh track grows, and the safer South Park satire becomes beneath the red-hot glow of First Amendment spotlights. A filed lawsuit wouldn't just hand the writers an instant sequel. It would unseal subpoenas, depositions, and discovery gold that Trey Parker and Matt Stone would mine for seasons. Yet walking away isn't an escape hatch either. The episode will loop on streaming platforms forever, unchallenged, undefeated, while fan edits, meme coins, and reaction videos multiply like digital rabbits. Either door she chooses, the cartoon wins, and the Duchess risks becoming a footnote inside a punchline she never wrote. Zoom out, and the stakes stretch far beyond Montecito. Brands recalibrate their risk tolerance algorithms, politicians posture over free speech purity tests, and every celebrity PR team updates its crisis playbook with a new chapter titled, "Never Fight a Cartoon That Thrives on Litigation." Meanwhile, the internet jury sits ringside, popcorn in hand, ready to crown or clown the next public figure who underestimates the meme economy. So did Meghan just hand South Park its greatest marketing gift yet? Or is she still holding the pen poised to rewrite the ending? Drop your verdict below filefold or something wilder. And if this roller coaster kept you glued, smash that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into media mayhem, and ring the bell so you never miss our next bombshell. Disney's looming showdown with South Park over the day wars. Strap in, we'll be right here, unless a cease and desist lands first.